topics and opinions expressed in the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Hi, I'm Shelby Wagner, and welcome to my show, Learning to Dance in the Rain. I'm also an author of a book by the same name, Learning to Dance in the Rain, and it's in the third edition. It is available on Amazon, as is my second book, Scams, a resource guide meant to help you avoid becoming a victim of a scam. I'm very excited today to invite you to meet a new friend of mine, Margaret. And Margaret is an amazing young woman. She's 12 years old, and she has created, or she's a creator, I guess it is, on YouTube. So, Rebel, can we bring out Margaret right now? Welcome. Hi, Margaret. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. You look bright and beautiful as usual. So tell me, tell me how you got started with creating your own channel on YouTube.
Well, I was inspired by another channel. When I was younger, I used to always watch this YouTube channel. It's called Sis versus Bro. And it was like these two kids, they were siblings, and they used to do all these fun, like, games and challenges and all these fun videos. And you could just tell how much fun they were genuinely having, when they were filming them. And so I after watching them for a while, I wanted to start my own. And then, of course, my best friend in my neighborhood started a YouTube channel. So I was like, okay, let me do it then. And so those two people helped me be inspired to start my own YouTube channel.
I see. And when did you start this now? Was it a couple years ago or three?
Yeah, it was around 3 years ago.
Right, three. Okay. And so do you have a theme for your channel?
So I usually stick when I'm watching YouTube, most people post like a same variety of videos, like trends. And normally I just follow those trends. I use those audios that are popular. I do miss some because sometimes on TikTok and YouTube they have different things on the For You pages, and so sometimes I miss some on YouTube because I think I watch TikTok a bit more than YouTube. But I mostly cite that based off of trends.
I see. And how long is a usual creation last?
YouTube Shorts are like shorter clips. They can be anywhere from 15 seconds to a minute. And then I also sometimes do like videos, which can be as long as you want them to be.
Oh, okay. And I think you told me you had quite a few followers or subscribers already. Would you care to tell us how many you have?
I think I have 64.5K.
Oh, you picked up some more, 500 since I saw you last.
Yeah.
Do you do anything particular to engage your audience, encourage them to subscribe, or?
I think when I was younger, I used to always tell my friends, tell your friends about, but I think now when you use popular audios or trends, they get on people's For You page, which is when you're scrolling and random videos pop up. So I think when you use popular audios, that gets more on the For You page, so that way they see the video, and eventually when they see me quite a few times, maybe they'll click on my profile or something.
So it's recorded. You record it yourself, or do you have an engineer like Revel?
No, I record it myself.
No. So is there something on YouTube that you click that helps you to create this video? Or do you do it on your phone and then upload it? Or how do you do it?
So when I'm filming like videos, like not YouTube shorts, a video I just film it on my camera app, and then I upload it onto YouTube. But you can go into the YouTube app, and there's like a little plus at the bottom, and you click that, and it'll say like shorts, and then you click that, and it'll come up with the where you can record the video. So that's straight from YouTube. But if I'm doing a video, then I have to upload it from the camera app.
So you do it both ways then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And what's the name of your channel?
Peggy's Place.
And where did that name come from?
So I remember me and my brother and my mom, we were all brainstorming new ideas. We knew we wanted like two type names with like the first letter, but we decided to include my grandma, my mom's mom. Her name is also Margaret, but she goes by Peggy. So I kind of thought, let's use her name because Margaret doesn't really rhyme or like start with, you know. So Peggy's Place, they both start with P's. It was kind of spontaneous. I don't know.
Well, I'd say that was quite an honor to your grandma. Does she
Yeah.
watch you? Is she one of your subscribers?
Yes, yes. She watches them with her friends that live in her apartment building with her.
Oh, okay. So who would you say was your greatest supporters or supporter
Um, I would
during COVID?
I would say my family or my best friend in my neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
They always watch my videos in front of me, which I don't always love. Okay, but um, it's very like I hate it when people watch my videos in front of me, but it's okay. But yeah, I'd say my family and my best friends.
And what kind of reaction do you get from your fellow classmates or friends? Are they supportive
Um,
mostly?
yeah, they're pretty supportive. I mean, some people are surprised. I know a lot of my family is always well, some family members are a lot of times worried that I'm gonna like leak some of my information on accident or something. So they're sometimes worried, but I think most everyone supports. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. There was a question that popped up. Do you, what was it, affiliates? Have you picked up any sponsors or affiliate programs for your show?
Not. I do not think so. I don't have sponsors or anything like that right now.
Are you looking for sponsors?
Um, I'm not specifically looking for them, but if they come my way, why not? You know.
We all like to have sponsors, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna turn them down.
So, what is your most challenging, uh, your greatest challenge with having your show?
So I would say that it's like I think it's hard sometimes to keep like all of your location private because I know I have like t-shirts with teams on them or like my soccer place that I play at, you know, so people can like figure out the state and city and whatever. So that's a challenge that I face that I always have to go through and check to make sure I'm not wearing a shirt that's like showing off something or like my mailbox is in the background or something like that. And then obviously haters, but those don't come that often. You just kind of blow them off when they do, but
So there's always somebody out there going to pick us apart, right?
yeah, always.
So, and the best way to deal with it, I think, is just what you say. Just don't worry about them.
Yeah.
Sometimes we tend to let the forget how many great, how many compliments we get, because one negative can make us feel really, really bad for quite a while. So we have to keep telling ourselves, hey, I had a lady tell me what I said. Well, she says, "Oh, you're so perfect with you playing in church. You'd be so perfect." And I said, "Well, I make a mistake every once in a while." And she said, "But look at all those notes you play that are right." So we need to think about the positives and instead of the
Yeah,
negatives, right?
I agree.
Okay. Yes, there was another question that popped up there. Rebel, can you pop it? Did iCarly have any influence on you? Is that another creator or short?
Oh, iCarly, that's a Netflix show, I
Oh,
think.
really? Did that have any
Um,
influence on you?
it did not, but I have watched that a few times. It is entertaining, but I don't think that I was thinking about that when I was creating. I don't think I even knew that existed when I was creating my channel. But if I were to see that when I did, that actually could have influenced because they're like two girls that are influencers, I think.
Hmm. Have you ever been recognized by someone who saw your channel when you were out in the public somewhere?
Actually, when I was moving like schools, like for middle school, we were at like our open house type thing, and there was a girl there. I'm still friends with her. Actually, I'm friends with her now. Her name is Hannah, and she came up to me and she was like, "You look really familiar. Like, do you have a YouTube channel?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so she did know me from my YouTube channel. That was the only one that I've experienced. And then my best friend that lives in my neighborhood said that one of her friends was like watching my videos and didn't realize that she was friends with me. And so, but I've only experienced one person, which was Hannah, that has recognized
Well,
me.
64,000 people, huh? Well, that's good. That's very good. Um, I haven't, I don't think I've had anybody recognize me, at least not tell me that they do. Yeah, but I've only been out about 6 months. This is my 26th episode, I think,
Oh,
today. And so I'm still new at this. um, how about a favorite episode that you had? Well, would you pick out one that you thought was your favorite?
um, I I would probably say it was where I made one of my best friends eat a tarantula. That one, I've always remembered that video. It was a fried tarantula, and he threw up. But it was funny. It was funny.
Oh my, I think it's pretty brave. Oh golly, I don't even want to think about eating one of those.
No.
I think I'll follow that one with a nice comment that I just saw a few minutes ago that Rebel put up across the screen. Yeah. Amazon Buns, nice podcast, and you both look so pretty. Woo! Thank you very much. And another one that came in said that iCarly was probably before your time.
Yeah, I have seen iCarly. I have seen iCarly.
Yeah. Here's another one from Country Gardens Gazette. What type of things do you do in your show?
So I do a lot of dancing, um, and I do like hauls, which is like when you like show what you got from Target or, places that you go to shop at. But I'd say the majority of my videos are um trends and dances. Of course, like years back, I used to always do these like crazy food challenges with my mom, but we don't really do those anymore. So I'd say dances.
And you like to dance, I take it.
Yeah, I do like to dance.
You were pretty good at it. I've seen a couple of your dances that you've done.
It's
Um,
questionable, but
One show that I watched, I thought was quite interesting, was a dare. You and your friend, I don't
there's
remember the name, but
so
yeah, he or she challenged you to dared you to do something, and then you dared them to do something too.
yeah, we like
That
to do that too. We do that every once in a while as well. We do
yeah,
these random dares. I
I
remember when I was doing a dare video for like a milestone that I had reached. I do not remember how many subscribers it was, but
uh-huh.
we were like almost done with the video, and then my mom walked past the frame, and it was like a dare video, and then we had to delete the whole thing because my mom didn't want to be in it, and I was like, I can edit you out, but she was like, no, just start over, and we were so upset we had to do all the dares again.
Did your mom know she was in the
Yeah, she
scene?
had walked by and she didn't know that we were filming, and I was like, Mom.
Yeah, she wanted to be in on it too, huh? That's good. What do you hope your listeners will take away from your show?
Um, I think just to like block out hate, I never really focus on any hate that I get, so maybe that could inspire them like you don't have to focus on it either, and also I'm pretty young, and so I guess that could like influence like, oh, like I'm not too young to be putting myself out there, stuff like that.
Hmm. That's a very, very good message.
Yeah.
Um, right. I one of my books is scams, and one of the thing I'm very passionate about is getting um, the word out there that um, so people won't become victims of scams. And I hope that I can encourage them to talk about what happened to them, because a lot of times the scammers, well, they manipulate the people into doing things that maybe they wouldn't do otherwise. And sometimes we blame ourselves for
Yes.
having fallen for that. And I like to tell them that, hey, it's not your fault. You're manipulated by an expert person who is going to do anything and everything they can to get you to do what they want you to do. So
Exactly.
getting your friends to be um, out there, not afraid to stand up for what they believe in. I think that's a good idea too. What
Yeah.
kind of advice would you give another person who might want to start a channel like this?
I would say like the main thing is like don't be scared. Like you and just know that you will get hate. Like everyone's always going to want to say something. Some things are going to be good, some things are going to be bad, but to just only focus on the good, because
Hmm.
most likely they're just taking out their insecurities or anger out on you and it really has nothing to do with you.
That's right. So that's very good. What do you want to be when you grow up? Do you know yet?
I want to be some sort of doctor, like maybe like a pediatrician cuz I don't know. I like kids. I think they're cute and they're fun. And I actually hang out with these two little kids. They're like 4 and 6, I think. And they're like, they live down my street. And I don't know. They're so fun and happy. And I just think that it's fun to hang around little kids. So maybe a pediatrician.
Have you thought about babysitting?
Yes, I have thought about babysitting, but my mom doesn't want me to babysit outside of the neighborhood. No one in the neighborhood meets. Actually, I those two little kids I was talking about, I'm hoping I get to babysit them, but I like just met them. Um, but I do hope that I do get to babysit them at some point. But I haven't yet.
I see. Well, here's a comment. Eric Silberberg.
Oh,
Margaret has great content. Watching her channel grow has been a blast. How's that for a
that
compliment?
that's my best friend's dad.
Oh, well, thank you very much for that comment. We all need the good comments every once in a while, don't we?
Yes.
Do you think it's important to be yourself or to act more like maybe someone else you might
I think it's
admire?
be yourself because then you're like it feels good to get like compliments, and then if you're pretending to be someone you're not, the compliment's not really for you as a person. It's for someone else that you were trying to copy. So
Hmm.
I think it's important to be yourself.
Very good. I wanted to say earlier that if there was anyone out there who wanted to um, contact us with a question or something, 561-623-9424 is the telephone number here where they could join our conversation. And I believe Eric just had another comment in about there. Well, that Trisha says, eek.
Tell Trisha
Okay.
I said hi.
Hi to everybody, right? Okay, here's another question. Why did you choose YouTube for the platform for your show? Misty would like to know.
Well, for one, that's the only platform my parents will allow me to post on. I'm not allowed to post on TikTok or anything else. But Also, I started this when I was younger, so like really the only platform I watched was YouTube. So I guess that's just what I was like influenced by, you know.
Okay. And how do you balance this doing this show with your school and activities? I know that there's something else that you really like to do, and besides dancing, and that is soccer.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
hear
play
you're
soccer
pretty.
a lot. I play soccer now. I guess 4 times a week because I go to my previous coach's practice. Well, I hope I can, and I have to go to my current practices. But I post when I have time. It's very like I don't post on a schedule, like.
Okay.
But I mean, I swim. I have school. I have soccer, and I hang out with my friends. So I don't know. I try to incorporate videos maybe when I'm hanging out with my friends, when I'm swimming, just to get more posts in. But usually I do it when I have time, more in the evening when I'm like not doing anything, like late evening. Um, but yeah, it is kind of hard because I'm a busy person.
Well, they say if you want something done, ask a busy person and
Yeah,
it'll get done. So, yeah, that's me too. I like to be busy. I don't like to be just sitting around doing nothing.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So, tell me about when I saw you up in Michigan a few weeks ago. There was something that was going on that made you very nervous. Do you remember what that was? And I think your uncle Eric went with you.
Oh, yeah. I got Pierce Pierce in Michigan.
Yeah. What was it? Oh, something about your ears, I think.
Yeah, I got my ears pierced. I actually went back when we got home. The week I got home from Michigan, I went and I got my second.
Hmm.
So now I have two. But yeah, I was really nervous about that, but it
Oh,
didn't stop hurting.
two earrings in one ear? In
Yeah,
each? Oh my, you really?
I
Oh boy.
it
Must
didn't
not have
hurt.
been as scary as you thought it would be, hmm?
No, it was not scary.
Yeah.
Did not. Well, it was scary, but I mean, it didn't hurt. You know,
Well, for an instant, maybe a little bit, right? But it's so fast.
it was like a 3 out of 10 pain. It really wasn't bad.
Yeah, and do the people notice that you got your ears pierced or that you have earrings in?
I'm not sure. I made like 2 videos for when I got each one, just so like I could tell them, you know. So I didn't really get a chance to see if they would notice or not, because I just told them.
Oh,
I just made a video. Hey, I got my ears pierced.
I see. And there was something else that was going to go on that I don't know if you were nervous about, but would have made me nervous that you were going to do when you got back home. Do you remember
Soccer
what?
tryouts.
Yeah, would you like to
Yeah,
talk? I'd like to hear about that.
I did. Yeah, I had soccer tryouts the day we got home, and they actually went really well. I got in. We found out like a week ago, I think, and we like it was not what I was expecting when I went there. I was nervous. Like I was being a bit grumpy with my mom. I'll say I think I was more nervous than I thought I was. I was nervous, but we had 2 days of tryouts. The second day I wasn't nervous. The first day I was because I was like, well, how are they going to be set up? I didn't know if like the coaches were going to be nice, but it was fun, and it wasn't that nerve wracking the second day.
So what did you have to do? Were you playing a game of soccer? Did you have to kick a goal or what exactly
Yeah,
did they?
we just did like a scrimmage the whole time, which is like the people that are trying out, you split in half, and then you guys go to your half of the field, and then you guys just like play soccer. We just did
Oh,
that for like an hour and a half, and then
oh,
taking their notes on everyone.
I see. Wow. So that was quite a thing to have to go through after driving
Yeah, I was
for
tired.
several hours. Yeah. So as I hear that you made it, what kind of a team is it? Is it junior high pay team
It's
or
like a
what?
challenge team. That's really all I know.
Oh, okay.
Competitive team.
Mm. How many get chosen from the
I
uh
have no clue.
the
I
old
don't. I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess just as many people as they liked. I don't know.
how well you have to have how many on a team? I it's been a long time since my daughter and son played soccer. So how many play on
Nine.
a team?
I think it's a 9v9 game when you're playing the game. But I think, but there has to be more teammates on that team for like
Huh?
subs when you
Oh
like
yeah,
switch players
right.
to different positions. So
Mhm.
like sometimes there can be 16 players on a team, or I mean, more subs the better. So the more players, the better.
So everybody gets a turn to play
Yeah,
to or to rest if they've been playing a lot, right?
yeah. The coaches like that like a player's like dying, then
Do
they'll out.
do you play any other sports? Are you on a swim team or?
I'm not on a swim team, but I do swim almost every single night in my neighborhood pool with my friends. But
Mhm.
I'm not on a swim team.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Well, let's talk about this other. Who is, if you could interview any person in the world, who would you choose and why?
I would choose Daniel Levy. Okay, that is my favorite actress because he's in a series called Schitt's Creek. And he's like the main character, I'd say. And he's just I love his humor. He's so funny. Um, and he just has like a great personality. Also outside of that show, because like I watch these clips of him like when he's not acting, and I just think he's nice and funny and has a great personality. So it would be I feel like if I were to interview him or like see him or something, I'd like freeze. Like I don't know, like I'd be shaking, but I would want to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um, is he a main character in
Yeah,
that show?
I mean like the family is the main characters, but I'd say he's like the main out of the main characters.
And where does that show take place? Is it in Australia?
I
Or
could
you
not.
don't?
I'm
Oh, you
not sure.
don't. Okay, I wondered when I just had seen it as it went across this as I was surfing for some show that I might look at, and I thought maybe that was down in Australia, but I wasn't sure. Is there anybody out in the audience that knows? You
Yeah,
don't know?
let us know. I do not know. I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll have to check it out on our phones a little bit later. Okay, do you see your show as changing and evolving during the next few years?
Yeah, I do. I think um the best way for that to happen is being more consistent with my posting, which I'm not very consistent. Because like I said, I just do it when I have time. But I do think it will change and evolve. I actually at one point I was at 68,000 a little while back, so that was but I think we're working our way back up. So Canada, it takes place in Canada.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
knew that. I knew that. I knew. Anyways,
Okay.
what was I saying?
You were talking about you had 60,000.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So I have grown. I do think that I will continue to grow if I'm just more consistent with my posting. Um,
Mhm. It says that Goodwood is a rural community about an hour's drive east of Toronto. It's located halfway between Lake Ontario and Lake Simcoe. When I that came in from out in internet land. So thank you, whoever sent that.
yeah,
Goodwood is the name of the location, a rural community. Okay. I thought maybe it was titled by Schitt's Creek. 'Cause sometimes they name the towns after the rivers or wherever they're.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was the town name in the show, but I don't think it's in real life.
I see. Okay. Um, do you engage your listeners or viewers to give you feedback or to participate in your show?
Um, my viewers have never like participated in my show. I mean, my friends have, but I guess I would communicate them with. I mean, when my comments are on, but YouTube always takes my comments off because I'm too young. Anyways, we have an
Uh,
issue, me and YouTube, but it's fine. Um,
okay.
but yeah, I also make community posts, which is like where you type something and they can see what you typed, and then they can comment or they can like it. But it's like not a video. So that's also how I get feedback if I'm doing like a Q&A, like a questions and answer type thing.
Mhm.
Then type down their questions, and that's kind of like how they get feedback.
Okay. Do you promote your show in any way other than your friends or word of
Not
mouth?
not really. I mean, I have. Oh, I guess it's this side. I have this, but like that my uncle gave to me. Shout out. Um,
Uh-huh.
but like I don't really promote it in any ways. I just kind of hope people see it. I used to always tell my friends like tell your friends, and then tell their friends to tell their friends, and so it's like a cycle. But not as much anymore. I
Yeah.
just
Well,
like
wow. Well, I have to learn some of that promotion myself here. I have two websites actually. I have learningtodanceintherain.com, which is where all of the recordings of these shows go onto my website, and then I have also an author website, which is my name, Shelby Wagner Author, um, and they can read all about my books there.
oh
And then I have the YouTube channel then is at Shelby Wagner. And so we're posting all of the recordings of these shows up there. This is the only place that it's live at noon on Tuesdays. And as you can see, it's on TV, talktv.com.
yeah,
Uh,
I was telling my friends join the
can,
join.
so do you have any special equipment that you use for taping your show?
So I had a ring light, but then it broke. Um, well, like I'm gonna get a new one. Okay, I'm gonna get a new one. And then I had this camera that my grandparents gave to me a while back, but it's too complicated. So I use my phone. So I think at some point when I reach a certain amount of subscribers, maybe I will like actually get more setting up things to make the quality better. But I don't use a lot of that stuff right now.
I see. And so you're using an iPhone right now?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, very good. You must have a stand for it to set on though, so it doesn't wiggle.
It's on my water bottle. I I actually like just got a big soccer water bottle the other day. It's humongous. It's like 8 ounces or something, and it's leaning up against that, and it's
Oh, okay.
like these little box.
Looks like you have a director's chair that you're sitting in. Oh, a folding chair,
Yeah,
huh?
it's a folding chair.
Okay. What you have any immediate plans for your next show?
Not really. Like
Not really.
I don't know. I'm probably the next thing I'm gonna do is a dance because that's what I always do. Maybe
I
I'll make my friends do something. Maybe I'll make them do something stupid to so that way they get it's
so
fun for me.
yeah, right. Do you have to spend a lot of time thinking about what you might want to do, or do they just come easy to you once you?
Well, I guess sometimes when I don't post, it's because I have no ideas.
I
Um, so sometimes I have no ideas. I don't know what to post. But I post a lot of times when I see something, I'm like, oh, let me do that. Like when I'm just scrolling on TikTok or like YouTube and I see like everyone's doing this, like let me hop on that and do that.
Do you script your show or do you just do it randomly?
Randomly, pretty much.
Just well, do you ever, like right now I'm struggling to remember what I want to ask you next.
And
I think I've run through about all of my questions right now. I'm not looking any. Is there another actor that you would like to, or somebody that you would like to interview
um
or meet?
that's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess anyone in Schitt's Creek in that series I would love to meet. But
Uh-huh.
if I had to have chosen one, I would have chosen Dan Levy. But like his sister, the sister that was played his sister, he's not in real life. But I mean, I'd love to interview her. I don't know her name in real life, but I know that in the show her name was Alexis. But I'd love to interview her because she's funny and they all those characters have great humor. So I'd love to interview any of them from that show.
Uh-huh. Okay. Um, I was just seeing, let's see. Well, I've lost it, I guess. Oh, what keeps you going? What keeps you inspired?
Um, I would say my friends. My
Your friend?
friends. They I mean, there was a time where I like wanted to just like not quit. I mean, kind of like quit just because like I had no ideas and I didn't know when to post and I wasn't like I didn't want to post at that time. I'm not in that situation anymore. I love posting, but um and my friends were stopping me from doing that, which is good. I'm glad that they did because I love posting, but there was a time when I didn't want to and then they pushed me, which was like it was a good push.
How many is it? Do you have different friends come in, or do you just have the one that
I
comes
know
in?
I used to have a lot more, but like people that like to come in, but like my two main are Trisha and Caleb, but Trisha doesn't like to be in the videos as much anymore. Um, and then sometimes I'll get like my school friends in there. A lot of my elementary school friends were in my videos. And then this year, sixth grade, only one of my friends I think has been in one of my videos, which is Chloe. She wanted me to mention her name on here, so
Oh, hi,
Chloe.
Chloe. And do you have any pets?
I do. I have a dog, two dogs and a cat. Two dogs and a cat. I have two chihuahuas. Actually, it's one of my chihuahuas' birthday today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, her name is Sophia. She just turned 1.
Oh my goodness. She they look they're very cute, aren't they?
Yeah,
Very,
super.
are they really hyper all the time or just when they're around strangers?
I would say around strangers. I would say they sleep a lot, but we're gonna actually take Sophia after this, or maybe later today. We're gonna take her to like a pet store or something, and she's gonna get to pick out a bunch of stuff. And I assume she's
Oh,
hyper when we do that.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw
She likes to see, what was the older one's name? Do
Dobie. Dobie.
Dobie. And she was always, if I remember, she really liked to get his attention.
Yeah.
Is he still not interested?
Well, he's like the big brother. He has to just put up with her, and
Mm.
she'll always come up to him and just nudge him or start attacking him, and he does fight back sometimes, and sometimes he's just sits there and he's like, "Are you really doing this?" Like, but he'll fight back sometimes.
Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Can you think of anything that I haven't asked that you might want to share with us?
I don't know.
I think we pretty well covered it. Anybody out there in internet land that's got a question or another comment they'd like to help us along here? We've got a couple more minutes yet. Um,
You can ask us anything.
do you like to go to the movies?
You know
Or
what? No. I
you don't?
see. I love Netflix series because I don't have the attention spans for movies, but I'll still watch a Netflix series for like hours. But it's
Oh,
different. So movies, I don't love. I mean, I am watching a movie right now, but it's taking me such a long time because it's hard for me to sit down and watch a movie. It's Wonder. It just came out on Netflix. Have you heard of it?
oh,
Wonder.
yeah. Oh, yes. I watch a lot of Netflix too. I love movies.
Yeah, I'm more of a series girl, but
Well, I got going on a series over the weekend, Your Honor. It's about a judge. And last night, I think I watched about 6 episodes. Or yesterday afternoon, around 6 o'clock, I got started. And it was about midnight before I went to bed.
I yeah, I watch a lot of. See, I always rewatch Netflix series. Like there's like 5 or 6 that I always watch. I just keep rewatching them, and so no,
Can you read?
mm-mm. It's like
You
Krista
want to
wants to
read?
go for like Gilmore Girls more than Schitt's Creek. Here's the thing: I would be watching Schitt's Creek if it weren't taken off of Netflix. So, like, I'd be watching it more. But I do rewatch Gilmore Girls a lot. Have you seen that show?
Oh, I
Girls.
saw it. Yeah, Gilmore Girls. I haven't heard that one.
Oh,
I'll
it's
have to look
you
it
should
up and
watch.
see what. Yeah,
I just
really.
finished that also. I
Hmm.
was rewatching it. I finished it like a few days ago. What
Mm,
am I watching now?
yeah.
I can't remember what I'm watching right now.
I have trouble because I don't want to wait a whole week before I see the next one.
Yeah,
You know, I kind of do what they call a binge, and will watch at least probably a minimum of 3 of them anyway in an hour and a half or two
have
hours.
Have you seen Atypical on
No,
Netflix? You should
no.
watch that one too. And Never Have I Ever. Those are all my favorites.
Say that last one again.
It's Never Have I Ever.
Never have I ever. Never have I ever heard of that one.
I have. But yeah, you should watch that one. That one's really good. I rewatched that one a few times as well.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to take your cue from it and see what I think about some of these things.
You should.
So, well, I appreciate you being here. I always enjoy talking with you.
It was very fun.
Your enthusiasm just really is wonderful to see, and your success with your show and with your soccer. You have a lot going on, and you
Yeah,
have
I'm
a lot
I'm a
to
big
look
person.
forward to in the future. How about writing? Do you think you like to write or not?
I actually love essays when we're assigned an essay, but I like
Uh-huh.
free it. I don't like when the teachers assign specific things that you have to write, but I really do like writing when I have the freedom to write what I want.
Do you keep a journal or diary or anything like
I don't really write like that. I used to, but then I forgot. I used to say, okay, I'm gonna write in this every day. But then I forgot some days and then I just never did it again.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to keep it going every single day. I know. I wanted, when I was about your age, I wanted a diary for Christmas present. And I had intended to write every day, but I have a lot of space in between some of the
Yeah,
notations. And I say, I wonder what happened during those.
yeah. I actually I got a journal a few years ago for Christmas. I wanted one and I just I didn't write in it as much as I thought I wanted to. I
Mhm.
just didn't have the time. And it's always
So,
something.
what is your favorite subject at school? Or
Um,
do you have a favorite?
okay. I would say math. I think I'm good at math and I like math. But like this year in sixth grade, my teacher in math
Oh,
she was not good. And all of my friends would agree right now if they're on here. I'm not kidding. Everyone agrees. Like everyone agrees. So I do still love math, even though this year wasn't great because the teacher was not it. She was not. But hopefully next year my teacher will be better.
okay. So then, but that's your favorite. I think math was my favorite, and social studies. I love to read about the different countries, and I like to travel. Do you like to travel?
Social studies is not my favorite.
Oh, not your favorite.
I like I would rather learn about the future instead of the past. Like I find learning about the past like boring a little bit. Like which I know a lot of people do not agree with me on. Like my mom does not agree with me at all. But I don't know, it's just not something that entertains me, you know?
Yeah. But do you like to read, or just prefer doing math and playing soccer?
N- I don't read on my own. I read
Uh,
if I have to read. If I'm assigned to read a book, I'll read it.
I
But
see.
see, like Netflix shows are like reading, but they're doing the reading for you, you know? So
Uh-huh,
that way
uh-huh.
you can watch. So I'm not a big reader. I know how
Okay.
to read, and I do if the teachers assign it, but I don't
Okay.
do.
All right. Well, I'm getting the signal for downtime, and I want to thank you again for being here with me. I've enjoyed every minute of it, and
Thank you
I
for
enjoy
having
seeing you in the future. And come back sometime.
me. Definitely.
And to my audience out there, I want to thank you for being here with us today. And I hope you enjoyed our discussion as much as I did. Please go on over to Amazon.com and get your copy of Learning to Dance in the Rain, or Scamps. Okay. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.